on an interaction with a woman, but she just doesn't open up. She's not interested in me. What do we do in this moment? Do you like that? Just conditioning men to leave you alone. Men just drift away at that point. You can notice all of this in the environment fall away, and there'll be a moment. He cultivates his own energy, his own presence. Oh my God, this looks outrageous. Check this out. Crack a smile. Go out there, because everyone knows what their favorite topic is. Me. Have you ever approached a woman and she's really beautiful, and as soon as you talk to her, she just has this like stoic face as if she's like Terminator 2? Go. I want to teach you guys about how to move through the hot girl Blase shield. And what is that? Okay? So how often do you give up on an interaction with a woman because you go, you talk to her, you say, how are you, where are you from? I'm Keegan, nice to meet you.
Hi.
But she just doesn't open up. She's just like,
who are you?
Gives you the stank face, doesn't even respond at all. Or maybe she just says, hi, yeah, Lucy, hi, yeah. And you're like, ugh.
Ditch me.
She's boring, she's not cool, she doesn't like me. And then you just like stand there awkwardly, possibly, sipping your drink from a straw, and then eventually fade away, walk away, not acknowledging her. I've been there myself. So I want you guys to know, like, I see you, I'm here for you. What do we do in this moment? I want you to realize this and think about this from the woman's perspective. Imagine you're a gorgeous woman, right? Everywhere you go, you are being oogled by people's eyes, men's eyes. As well as women's that are just looking you up and down, looking at your curves. And when they come and approach you, how often do you have a conversation with men that all say, hey, I want to meet you. Hey, I'm Keegan. What's your name? Where are you from? What do you do for work? Cool. Do you like that? Okay. Yeah. Why are you here? Okay. That's cool. Yeah, me too. Okay. And these conversations, I want you to imagine that you've had thousands of these conversations. How much would you be like, I don't want, like, it's just cringe. Like the woman is literally feeling like, another one of these.
Go away.
No, leave me alone, stop. So what can you do as a way to stop men from trying to engage with you and have that conversation? What gives you, what's the least amount of energy that you can put into a way of like conditioning men to leave you alone? Enter hot girl Blase shield. Just go cold face. Just give him nothing to respond to.
Ignore. You can't ignore me.
If I do that, you will realize 80% of men just drift away at that point. Why? Because they don't know that this is a move. So once you're aware of that, that allows you to know, okay, all I got to do then is just cultivate my own joy, go into an interaction and amuse myself for 90 seconds to 3 minutes and allow myself to speak about what I'm passionate about, what I love, what I notice in the environment. So if you want a formula for it, it's like literally, what do I notice about this woman, her clothes, her way she walks, the choices that she's made for who she is, where you are. You can notice all of this in the environment, speak about that, and your thoughts about that, your emotions about that. That's really powerful. And by doing so and getting really enthralled by this, suddenly you'll see it'll start to just fall away, and there'll be a moment when she just goes, oh, this guy's not like other men.
You are different.
He gets it. He gets it that he can be self-amused and not be needy for me as validation to be okay. He cultivates his own energy, his own presence, instead of feeding off of me in order to be happy, right? Have you ever been the guy that walks over to a group of people talking, they're having fun, and then you're just like, hey guys, what are you doing? Cool, can I join? And it's like, now we have to lift you up and pull you up with us. instead of the person that comes over and they're just like, oh my God, this looks outrageous, check this out. And everyone's like, whoa, what's going on now? And you just added to the vibe, right? I want you to add to the vibe, like you just had the Super Mario mushroom, and you get to grow up, right? So glow up, as they say. While you're doing this, you're going to experience that a woman will, boom, release the hot girl blase shield and crack a smile.
I like you.
Personality will start to show through. You'll get to experience the real woman that's been hiding behind that mask. And so go out there, realize that this blase shield is a move, and just allow yourself to keep talking, keep generating your own joy, connecting to that person by talking about what you love to talk about. What you notice in the moment, especially about her, is the most powerful way for her to actually be interested. Why? Because everyone knows what their favorite topic is. Me. So talk about that. Like, whoa, I noticed that you got this shirt that looks like it's been pressed, that you came out dressed to the nines, looking to impress.
He is gorgeous.
All right, I'm slightly impressed. That's kind of cool. Wow, I'm excited right now myself. I got out of the house. I was just home all morning. I did this like really cool meditation, and I'm feeling extremely open. Like, in fact, I've been learning how to pray lately, which is super cool. I've also been enjoying that I and you are here right now because there's nobody else in this moment. So there must be a reason that we met.
And for very good reason.
I like to believe that. Notice now, I'm just going into the conversation. Boom, boom, more and more chances for her to find threads of things to talk about. Does she like prayer? Does she like presence? Does she like meditation? Does she like fashion because you acknowledged her fashion? Like, there's all these threads that now open up for her to connect to you on. Enjoy this. Be aware when you've got that shield showing up that it's just a move. Go through that, and you will be able to connect to a beautiful woman wherever you are.
One of the women that I approached, as a matter of fact, from Avalon, we met up. She said that I was the first one that approached her and asked for her number, and she said that was very courageous. So that I was thinking that was a win for me to getting recognized that way. My small group, my men's group, essentially, thinking that I've been starting taking more of this leadership role of like supporting the brothers in the group, and then also just getting acknowledged by a couple of the brothers that seems like I am the leader of the group. And so that was nice to hear. The same person I went on a date, the one I met through snowboarding, and then we met again this last Tuesday, and she's commenting the lines of like she has not dealt with someone like me, like someone that has done the amount of emotional work and stuff like that. Being able to resonate at a high level, that I'm thinking that's a win for me as well. Yeah, so I have another date set up for tonight. A cute Asian girl that I mentioned, so I'm looking forward to that. And I have another date tomorrow, which is the other girl that I met from Avalon. So this will be a second time meeting with her. I certainly want to continue to get more dates, just from like certainly you being on like being on my back corner, and also just like priming, right? I think the first time or the day you took me to Avalon, I mean, just priming, right? And so the first hour of just keeping that positive vibe going, and you prepped me on our way there, and just kind of painting the picture, and like just thinking that it was very supportive and encouraging, and kind of breaking it down, right? It's like, hey, like, and so the encouragement and the support is nice. And even just from a few weeks ago, from when I went snowboarding, you just painted this picture of like, hey, like let's treat it like a one big playground. I expressed I want to be playful, and then I remember I just got done from one of the singles event at the Bounce Empire, and then I commented just like, hey, there was one cute girl, but then she was talking to someone else, and I just didn't bother like getting your number. But then you just made this point of like, well, just treat it like we're all friends, like. you know. And so I think coming from that perspective was helpful. It's just like these little chunks, and also just, you know, seeing you on a weekly, right? Just seeing you on a weekly, just feeling supported, feeling encouraged, getting stretched, and just getting out that playful vibe, and which is like helping with the confidence, and of course those various exercises that really helps you break out of the default setting. And so right there, knowing that like I'm approaching differently, and then I know I'm showing up differently, and so I'm thinking that they're resonating with the energy that I'm coming up with. It's like things are clicking, and like things are clicking. I'm like people are noticing. Like one of them is like, "Whoa, yeah, you don't look like someone that just dealt with divorce, or you don't look like someone that's just like you don't look like 40." You know, someone's asking what I've been up to, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm taking this kind of this one-on-one. I'm getting coached. You know, I'm getting a one-on-one coaching on charisma." And he's like, wait a minute, are you the one that's giving the charisma coaching? Are you the coach, right? You know, so he's like, wait a minute, you already have plenty of charisma, you know? So like, I don't think I actually ever had that word used to me. Like, so having people start using the word charisma to describe me, that seems like relatively new. And so like getting perceived as like someone like a leader in my group, or getting perceived as the charismatic guy, or someone that's saying, "Hey, I want to know more about you." You know, so like I'm drawing more people, and I'm getting I'm starting to get a little more reps in as far as approaching and just asking for numbers, right? And the more that's happening, it's like less frightening, becoming more natural. And I know girls are more attracted to someone that's like can approach it more naturally. You know, I feel more confident. I just feel more grounded. I just feel more like masculine, or I just feel more masculine, just someone that can be more assertive and like going for what I want.